I never know when to actually start speaking on these things, but it always seems to be this like weird delay. Anyway, hi, I'm Rob from HopZine. Thanks for joining me here live on YouTube. No specific kind of purpose for this apart from having a beer. I ain't had one since Sunday, so fancied a beer, and hopefully some friends will join me for a beer and a chat. I think Jake's going to be on soon. Yeah, so hope maybe Craig if he replies. Anyway, so no really agenda, no agenda for this. No, might not last that long. I don't know. I've not really planned anything to say or anything to do. I do have some beers on the go because I've done some beer reviews. So one, I guess you'd say, kind of like revered beer. One less than revered, maybe. Well, both you can probably get in supermarkets. One over here and one over in Germany. So the first one I've got on the go is Hackershaw's Hefeweizen. You tell me. I'm not German, and specifically not from Munich. 5.2. 5.5, sorry. The next one's 4.2. That's why I'm thinking that. But it's lovely. Anyway, that's what it looks like. That's what it smells like. What's it taste like? Oh, lovely beer. See you next time on HopZine Beer Reviews. There you go. That's how long it needs to take, innit? But yeah, no specific kind of ideas for this, but I will. I mean, just to fill time until hopefully some Jake joins me for a chat. And if not, this is gonna be the world's quickest live stream. I'm not like Craig. I can't. I'm not going to bare my soul. I'm not prepared to do that. And I'm not going to get pissed. So, like last time I was on the stream, he was worried. Harry's or something, and I fucking just hoid my glass off the table. I didn't think he was that drunk either. Anyway, the other one I've got on the go is. Oh yeah, this is what I'm all about. The fucking clickbait, don't you worry. Forged Irish Stout. Do you know what? From Ireland, Nitro Stout. Why have I done that? Because I'm all about the clickbait. Hi Paul, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, so this is a brand. I won't say the brewery owned by, but definitely a brand owned by Conor McGregor, the notorious Conor McGregor, mixed martial artist, combat sports personality, drunken idiot, coked up wank pot. Take your pick. He's entertaining, isn't he? I think he is anyway. I'm not going to pull out an impression or any quotable lines. Not yet anyway. I had a few comments earlier. So Jimmy C, if you're still watching Jimmy. Yeah, I didn't say any time. I'll be here in my own sweet time. Thank you very much. 5 minutes later, I didn't say when I was starting. So Josh, all right, Josh, how you doing? If you're still knocking around. Yeah, so hopefully Jason will join me. So yes, so the other one is, I will talk about that in an offhand way, so you can come back and watch a review at a later date. And so it's an Irish Stout, it's a Nitro Irish Stout. Do you know what? It's nice, and it's nicer than Guinness. I think Guinness is a load of old bollocks. It's a bag of bollocks. And it's really quaffable, as you would expect in 4.2. It's got a nice body, it's nice and creamy, blah, blah, blah. All those predictable kind of characteristics of a Nitro Irish Stout, probably brewed on quite a large scale. Got it from a local Asda, had to buy a 4-pack. But I'm not that put out that I had to buy a 4-pack because it's actually quite nice. So yeah, so it's nice. It's I'd say it's got more depth of flavour. It's got a lot more. It's got some fruity notes in there. It's got a hint of licorice. It's got a very small amount of coffee, slightly smoky. I'd say it beats pants of Guinness, but I think Guinness tastes of fuck all. And it most certainly doesn't taste like a stout, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of people. I've got a bunch of mates over in Manchester, a bunch of kind of craft beer folk, and they're always drinking Guinness in like shit pubs. And I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. Life's too short. Drink amazing beers, as a wise man once said. What's Jimmy saying? I've had 3 amazing beers so far tonight. Oh, 8% IPA from Salama Brewing. 8.6% rum barrel aged Imperial Pills. Oh, it's not for me. Or from Malauski. It must be all kind of Finnish beers, I said. It's in Finland, isn't it? And a 10% rye whiskey Imperial Stout from Romanski. Oh, okay. Nice. Clearly making the most of being back in. I'm slightly flying. Nice one. Good on you. Why not? Yeah, Jake will be ready in 5. I think Craig's going through. Okay, yeah. So I don't know if we'll see Craig tonight, but Jake will be on in 5 minutes. For a bit of a chin wag, he says it's not going to be a mega one or anything. I've got these 2, and I've got one more I want to review, and that's me for the evening. I've got a bit more on tomorrow. Just going to stay at localish. Probably going to go to Amity. Because train strikes again. So probably we can't go fucking really that far for the next 2 Saturdays. I've got a free Saturday next Saturday as well, and you can't fucking go anywhere. Because the fucking train strikes again. Over about a year and 3 months this has been going on. Come on, just fucking sort some out. That's what I say. Paul's saying, I agree. Basically, this is definitely not very good. It's very diplomatic of you, Paul. I'd say it's a bag of bollocks. Jimmy says, I'm sure I'm going to have a good blowout on the potted tomorrow morning. Well, I've got Hefeweizen and an Irish stout. I'm sure my fate is similar. Anyway, and I will actually tell you about some trips I've done recently. Actually got quite a lot to talk about, Anna. I think about it. I don't think I talked about them last time I were on. If I did, I probably didn't go into a hell of a lot of detail. Yeah, so locally, I'm probably going to stay local this weekend. I'm working on Sunday, so we won't be doing a hell of a lot. Well, I've got a thing. I think I might have had a message from Thomas as well. Right. Thomas isn't going to join us, and because if he stays up too late, it might turn into a cheese toasty. No worries, Thomas. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to be on for ages anyway. I just fancied. It's been a bit of a. I've worked a lot. I feel like I've not had very little downtime this week. I've had my little boy for the last 2 days, like all day, and I've been working at home, so it's quite intense. Because he wants a lot of my attention, and obviously I want to give him attention, but I've also got work to do, so it's not ideal. And I mean, sometimes I kind of craving a bit of kind of adult conversation because I've just felt like, I'm not the most sociable person at work. Because I'm a grumpy cunt. So I don't really have that. I'm not like kind of chummy with folk. Oh, wow, 10 people watching. That's amazing. Thanks. Comment, questions, bring it on. If not, I'm just going to waffle. Yeah, I'm not the most kind of like chatty person at work. Get in there, get my head down. I mean, I've been there a long time, and I think it's a different experience when you're younger and you've got a lot of people with shared. Oh fuck me, fucking battery's gonna go shortly as well. I hate getting the thing out, the extender out. Always happens, doesn't it? That's a bag of bollocks as well. How long's left on it? 11%. Always happens on a Friday night, doesn't it? I hate getting that extension out. Anyway, yeah. So I kind of feel like sometimes I go out. Try not to go out on a Thursday night anymore. Just save a bit of cash, not drink as much. And so I don't think I've had much kind of adult conversation this week. As wonderful as it is spending time with my son, it's not much conversation going on. Just disagrees with me stuff about on video games. That's about it. No, he's lovely, but no, he's an absolute dream. But yeah, I just fancied a chat with a human being. So I did. I've got sent it to another few people. If the it's going to turn itself off now, isn't it? You shit house. Yeah, so I'm just replying to a message. So probably just me and Jake, to be honest, but that's all right. Quality, not quantity. Yeah, anyway, 2 seconds. Well, give me about 30 seconds. I'm going to have to fucking get, pissing charger and extension and sorry. Bear with me. It won't be worth it, I guarantee. There we go. It's fucking. Here's Jake. My battery always goes when I get on a stream.
Oh, really? No, I said you were banging around like Adam, like Adam looking for a beer.
Yeah, no, my extensions exist under like a hoard of shopping bags.
Yeah.
How many bags does one man need?
Oh no, it's endless. It's endless.
I can't. I mean, I like a brewery-based tote bag as next as the as much as next man. I remember when I got my first tote. It was brewery branded. It was from a beer festival maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, and somebody, I kind of know a passing acquaintance, kind of said, "Yeah, you're not a tote kind of guy, and I've booked that expectation."
Yeah,
I'm all about the totes.
You shoe him.
Yeah, fuck you.
No, I really like the only one I really use is the Kernel one that I got because it's like a good shape. It's like got like rigidity to it,
and it's got a gusset.
Yeah, and it's almost like a record bag because it's like got rather than being just like a seam down the side, it's got like two seams sort of thing. So it like concertinas in the middle. Yeah. Is that the official term? Gusset, yeah. My bag's got a gusset.
There's multiple uses of the word gusset. You're not the one you're thinking of. Becky bought one for that very, very reason. She was like, "Oh, that's a good." Well, not the only reason because it was Kernel as well, but
yeah,
it's like the only bit of merch that they've ever made.
Yeah.
And it were like, "Oh, it's quite nice. That it's got a bit of capacity to it." Like, yeah, nice. I've spent and it wasn't that expensive. She got a beak one as well. Pressure Drop didn't have any.
Oh, really?
Didn't know. Yeah. We've got quite a lot of merch. Pink caps.
I like the can holder that the bottle shop used to, and I got about like 4 of them. It's like 6
can holder.
Yeah, it's like the same material as a Oh, here's one. Here's one. Yeah, I thought I had one around. No, one of those bad boys.
Like
yeah, sort of like holds like 6 cans. Little, but they're pretty handy.
I had a beer moth one, I think. Or no, it's a Bagco one. It had like it was more of a Hessian.
Yeah.
But it had a divider. Thomas has. Oh no, he must have been watching because he heard my comment about if he stays up too late, he turns into a cheese toasty. I think that was Thomas's. I think that was Adam's quip from a couple of weeks ago. So I'm not going to take credit for it. If not, I think Adam said something a bit more interesting. But yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna crack this bad boy open now. The Track Turn on the Lights Gold Top Double IPA.
Sorry, what was that?
The Turn on the Lights Gold Top Double IPA.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I've not had it. I'm going to get one after I finish work on Sunday. We've got them in at Triangle, so I'm going to get one then.
Yeah, sounds good. It's been a while since I had one of the Gold Top. It was a good price as well. It was like $6.99 or something like that.
It's pre kind of thingy hike, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there's a Verdant knocking around, a new Verdant one called Cheeky, which I'm a cheeky dipper.
Oh no, you can't say that, Rob.
And load myself just for a second.
Yeah.
Only on live streams, not on actual video. So I want that, but that's like I've seen cheapest I found it is $7.50 or maybe $7.60, and then but it's like £8.50 most places.
Yeah.
So is that the world we're living in now?
Yeah, that's crazy because well, it shows how because I got Beaks Triple Parade or whatever it was called.
Oh yeah.
And I got that for like a tenner, and I thought that was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, on Trimley Madness it's like £8.50 or something like that.
How much are we doing at Triangle? Because that was a potential for one to bring home as well on Sunday. Can't spell anymore. And we've got that in. We ain't got a hell of a lot in. $8.50 we're doing the triple for.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, no, my bottle shop was
normally I thought it'd be more. So have you had that then?
I haven't drunk it yet. No, still in the fridge. I don't think I'll be doing it tonight, but
no.
Yeah.
I've heard good things. I brought the back from the brewery. I brought the Finback. Well, it's the second brew of the Finback collab.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that was very nice.
Yeah, I had a couple from Big Grease. I had the West Coast. I can't remember what that was called. It's got a little picture of a boat on it. I think it's called Cape. It's got a picture. I think it's Cape. It's like a West Coast. Yeah. I mean, it was a typical thing where it was fine. It was tasty, but it's just no real bitterness. It was just like a clear IPA.
That had just gone when we got to brewery.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. I can't remember if last stream I was on was before or after I got back from London. Can't remember. I ended up fucking just. I think I had a glass on this side. I got another can of Checkmate out, or whatever it's called, and I just went.
Yeah.
Cuffed it.
True, yeah.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah, it's so annoying. It's the most annoying thing because you just think, I've got to deal with it now.
Mop it all up. I'm pissed. I'm gonna mop it up. Clean side of my sofa. Clean the fucking floor so it's not sticky in the morning. Oh, bastard. Anyway, so I'm on. Hacker Show, Hefeweizen. Yeah, I'm all about the. Well, I mean, I think it's just a bit of balance at the moment as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's they're a load cheaper. So if you get a couple of them and then chuck in a couple of like kind of hazy boys, then it's things don't seem quite as expensive.
No, that's what I tend to do. That's my tactic.
Yeah, and I've not really been drinking as much as well, so it's no bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a long fucking month, isn't it? This
it is, yeah.
And I had an extra time in London, But yeah, so I don't remember how much I said about London, but yeah, so we did. Where did we go? So we went to Free Hills, Colonel, Cloudwater Taproom in Bermondsey on the Friday. Then Saturday, because it was raining, we changed his plans around. So like Bermondsey might have been a bit grim in the rain.
Yeah.
So we went up to Tottenham Hale to Pressure Drop, and just because it were opening, it turns out it moved. Beavertown's taproom, which was fucking terrible.
Yeah, well, you mentioned that with the barrel sitting there filled with just beer. That's probably shit now. It was either shit or really good.
Yeah,
but you'll never know.
The beer they had on was, I mean, it was pretty much just fucking supermarket stuff.
Yeah.
Why have a tap room and there was no atmosphere at all? It was really awful. I mean, Pressure Drop was quiet when we got there, but by the time we left, pretty much all seats were taken. So it was brisk, but they were, and it was just it's a big fucking industrial unit, a couple of doors down from Beavertown, but it were all right. It were all right, and they had a nice range on. But yes, so I've got that, and I've also got kind of forged Irish stout.
Hello,
Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
stout. So I noticed that it would come into Asda. I'm like, I'll have a bit of that. Get a review of that on. Get some. Get a few more views on that than I would on a £9 fucking double IPA from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Crack or something. I'm all about the views. So
famously.
Yeah. So I thought I'll stick that in there. I thought, yeah, it wasn't cheap. It was like £5.75 for 4 cans, but it's not bad. I think it tastes of more than Guinness does.
Yeah,
but I think Guinness tastes of fuck all.
I think that's why Guinness is so popular.
It tastes of fuck all. Yeah. I think it's got everything that Guinness has, the creaminess and all that malarkey. And then, but it's got a lot more flavour.
Yeah.
But yeah. So how's the track?
It's bloody good, as you'd expect. Really, it is. It's funny. It's one of those. It's a range of beers that I was put off for so long just because of the whole lactose thing. But they really use it. I think it's the best example of using it as part of the beer rather than it sort of defining the beer, to not sound too fucking pretentious. But it's damn tasty.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to look at what's it saying about the hops and that. It's got something a bit weird going on. I think what's it again? I'm going to zoom in.
Yeah. Oh, it's Citra Cryo, Galaxy, Eclipse Spectrum, and HBC 586. So it's the right mix system. Yeah. So
is that a mix or something?
Yeah. Isn't Spectrum like is it like an oil or it's like something like that, isn't it? Something like that. I have to look it up now. It's like some sort of hop delivery method.
I've seen hop Keefs, Keif, is it?
Queefs.
Yeah, hop Keef. That would be. I'm not gonna speculate on what that could be. Hop Queef. I can speculate on how they may occur. But yeah, I'm.
Spectrum is a flowable 100% hop-derived product. So it's obviously some sort of liquid hop that is fully dispersible in cold side applications for great flavour, efficiency, and less beer loss. I like that term. It's flowable.
Maybe that's not a bad thing then. I mean, so you get a better yield. So it's not. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, because it's like the return of Cloudwater's V series, which is fucking ace. If you get the chance to have it.
I've missed a can of it, so I don't think I'll be able to get one.
Yeah,
now.
It sold out pretty quick.
Yeah. I watched your review and I agreed with the sentiments behind it. Yeah,
it kind of feels like it's something special. I mean, when there's biscuits in the tin, where's the fun in biscuits? I mean, if you got fucking 5, well, good, I'm going to say 5, but I mean, if you get 30 double IPAs released in the UK every week,
you
cover all the kind of like the kind of craft kind of breweries. You're probably going to get about that many. So it makes me think, we kind of need something to be special again. And I
Mhm.
was hoping, and I was thinking, I mean, looking at what Cloudwater have been releasing recently as well, I thought maybe that's a good sign of the times where things are going to be lower ABV, better kind of utilization, so you're not getting like fucking 60 grams per liter and all that malarkey. Just trying to be a bit more kind of sensible about these things than things have got a bit out of hand. I mean, and just interestingly, on a private chat with like Jakes and Thomas was talking about a variety of things to do with like cutting back on beer. I mean, which I think I have a bit. I'm trying to, and that's no bad thing. And but then it's what the fuck was I going to say?
Lost the train of thought.
Completely lost the train of thought.
Yeah, Thomas.
But yeah, so it's like if something feels special, then it makes kind of like splashing out a bit more kind of like worthwhile.
Yeah.
As well. So
yeah, and that's when that V series was launched, it was the only. Well, there was other people doing hazy IPAs, but every release, especially the early ones, felt special, didn't it? And it was something. It's like, oh shit, got to go get that.
Yeah.
And like you say, because there is just such an influx of the same beers now, it is that's just what it's like, isn't it? Yeah, which I think is why, because you mentioned about sort of like supermarket beers in that review and stuff, and I think that's why like a lot of people do gravitate towards supermarket beers, because it's like, oh, I can get this in a supermarket. I think it's almost yeah. You
can't get that in a supermarket.
No.
Yeah, that actually that's a good point. On which I will go. I'm just going to go through a couple of comments because I think that's a good subject. So Jimmy, that's a good thing. We will get back onto that. I think that's a good thing to talk about. I will get onto that as a proper subject. Hi everyone, got Thomas, we've got my mate Caleb. How you doing, buddy? I'll probably see you on Sunday. I'm sure you'll turn up at some point. Got Lee says just ordered a couple of barrel stouts and a couple of triple IPAs from Overton, and many of their beers while still on the game. I had a IPA last week from Overton and it was good. Yeah, not singing and dancing, but it was good. And Caleb says Guinness is water. It's pretty shit. This is better, but yeah. I'm doing it for the views. But, speak of the devil, it says I'm having IPAs and double IPAs being released is just not funny anymore. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's saturation point, but that's something I'm going to get onto. Is I'm all about this. Every time I see a new beer is available for ordering in the shop or a new one drops on website, it's just so much happy. I mean, I don't find that personally a problem. My point being, this is a bit of a rhetoric I'm seeing kind of online quite a lot, and I'm going to take the most prominent one as my case in point. Simon, Real Ale Craft Beer, where I watched his video of a Vocation beer, which I'm maybe not I'm interested in. And he absolutely hated it. It was like it was a fucking pastry stout, and he's moaning about, do you know, and then he kind of like put his fucking flag in the ground, and we're like, do you know what I like? I like German lager, blah blah blah. And he got a bit. I'm thinking, this is what I like, and this is why I don't like that, and blah blah blah. And I'm thinking, do you know what? Actually is the case? Is you don't get the good stuff. What represents modern British beer to you is fucking supermarket shite, and it is substandard. If you're buying, he's not drinking what you're drinking right now. If you want to know what's good in Britain at the moment, you can go to the right place and you can have amazing stuff. Okay, we've hit a bit of a saturation point, but it doesn't mean that good stuff isn't capable of impressing you, as did that Cloudwater beer. So there can be reasons for it and stuff, but it just seemed a bit like it's just an easy fucking attitude. I mean, I think we've got it right, if I may say. Just it's like, I mean, making kind of conscious decisions, which is no bad thing, about kind of like finances and stuff like that. But also allowing yourself the opportunity to have stuff when you can and when you want to. which is a bit more kind of like what you're having. I don't think there's anything wrong with that and striking that balance. But I don't think measuring modern British beer by what you get in supermarkets is accurate. So,
No.
and he's got a tendency to speak in quite sweeping statements as Simon, slightly naive at the time as well, and he just goes like, "No, you're wrong." So I think, I don't think that's what it's all about. So
yeah, exactly. And I mean, I would never at this point in my beer drinking career.
I love it when people say that.
I was going to say journey, and if I can't,
I'm going to say problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would not really buy a triple IPA from a brewery that's unknown or bad reputation or anything like. I'd never spend that amount of money. But a Beak triple IPA, who's my favorite brewery, I'm all over that. I'll get that in a heartbeat. But I'm not gonna. That's where the conscious decision comes into it. I'm not gonna. If there's a really expensive can from a brewery I don't know or haven't been recommended or something like that, then I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
Yeah.
I
mean, no, I'm not. Simon's just he's a good touchstone because he's like the big one that everybody knows. But I mean, and the point that just because it was Vocation and I was actually in a Vocation bar when I was watching it, like I had a free Sunday afternoon, and I popped over to Halifax. First time I've been kind of solo drinking in a long time, and I thought, oh well, it was a nice afternoon. I didn't want to just piss it away and sat at home playing video games or something. And so I thought I'd take myself out. And I like Vocation's bar in Halifax, and I found their stuff really well priced. And they had a couple of double IPAs that I wanted, but they only had one in the fridges. But they're doing double IPAs I'll tell you, on their website, and they've got a fucking sale on at the moment. Not that I'm getting a kickback from Vocation. I would take one. I would happily take one. I mean, back in the day when people actually sent me free shit, I will happily take anything you want to give me. So where was it? Oh, fucking hell. See, their triple IPA at the moment on their online shop is down to £4.55.
Jesus.
It was £6.50, which is not a bad price.
No, that's still
£4.55 it's down to.
Yeah.
So the doubles that I were after, because I can buy them from their bar in Halifax, the same price as the online shop, which is, I think, great. £4.50 for a double IPA.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking good, isn't it?
That is really good. Yeah.
I know. Are they just brewing on a bigger scale than other breweries? Are they just making better decisions?
Well, you'd think there's a scale to their supermarket side, isn't there? But you'd think those sort of releases, you think that are they brewing them to the scale with, or does the supermarket stuff just mean they can sell stuff at a better price point?
I don't know.
Is that the cash cow? Is the stuff in the supermarket so the other stuff can be cheaper too? I don't know really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a funny one. I mean, the other ones I went curious about getting, because I've had two of them now. They did a range called Board Hopping. They were kind of like showcases they're all 5% pale ales, and they're all different hops. So they were like an American one, an Australian one, and a German one. I think their website's been fucking rinsed anyway. It's loads of stuff is sold out now because it's got a massive sale on, and it was pretty good value. Anyway, they're doing them for £2.45 a pop. They're decent beers. I've had the American one, and last Sunday I had the German one. It's all right. It's very savoury. But I mean, you just got to make. I mean, I don't think they make some decent beer. You just got to pick the right ones.
Yeah.
I mean, if Simon's saying Vocation making rubbish, just buy the fucking buy that triple IPA for £4 odd.
Yeah.
Buy the pale ales for £2 odd.
I mean, you can try
don't
those.
Buy the shit ones from supermarket.
You can try those for £2.50, whereas the stuff in the supermarket's £4 a can of stuff that's been sort of sitting there for God knows how long. Yeah.
Yeah. £3.50 is a kind of love and hate from my local supermarket. It's
I
not
lot,
that cheap, is it really?
A lot of the reason why I don't buy that much stuff, I really don't buy much. Every now and again, if I see something, or if I happen to be in a Tesco's or whatever, I might pick something up. But I think the price point is just crazy in supermarkets now. I'd all day rather spend a couple of quid more on something that I really wanted to try than £4 on something in the supermarket. Just makes no sense to me.
Yeah, just for the sake of having a beer.
Yeah, so from the supermarket, I'd rather buy a £4 pack of lager, four pack of lager or something, and just have that, and just I'll get just as much enjoyment out of it than I would some
probably more
NAF IPA.
Probably more. I mean, stuff like that is significantly better than your average kind of like supermarket kind of hoppy beer.
Yeah.
So it's just making kind of intelligent decisions. I mean, everybody seems to be drinking fucking Paulana. Everybody's buying cases of Paulana from Majestic Wines or something.
Yeah, Harry started that.
Yeah, but he was doing that years ago.
Yeah.
He was doing before we were in the fucking situation we're in now. He was doing that during lockdown when everybody was like living it up.
Yeah. Getting data delivered to your door
on triples.
Yeah,
he's getting cases of thingy just to supplement.
Yeah,
everything else he's having. So, but yeah, and they're making it like a fucking badge of honor. Like,
oh, really? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you don't have
I've
to.
missed that.
You don't have to drink loads and loads and loads and loads. You'd have to drink fucking 24 cans a week. You have like 3 in a night. That's probably all right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's well enough.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, I mean, Becky's over this Sunday, but normally after I finish a shift at Triangle, I'll bring back 3 beers, and I'll be up until like 12ish, 1 o'clock in the mornings. I finish at 9. You get a bit of time to wind down, get a bit of your weekend back, and I'm usually pretty pissed by the time I get to bed, and I might have one double IPA, but the rest will be just like 6%, 6.5. That's pretty pissed by the end of it. But yeah, anyway, I've got some comments. Jimmy, I will get back to your comment about thinking shortly. I haven't forgot ranting on about Simon's stupid attitude. This is not. It's not. Life isn't that fucking cut and dry, I'm afraid. And pick your fucking spokesman carefully. Hey Charles, how you doing, buddy? Drinking overtone. Equinox Symmetry.
I did see Trembling Madness had a load of overtoning. They had a load of. I haven't had overtone in a little while actually. I think actually the last time I did have overtone was like a Toblerone stout, and it was actually in Trembling Madness when I was in York.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so that was a while ago.
Been that keen on the stouts from them guys. I've had, first one I had a light, but not blown away. And Charles also says enjoyed Cladwater's double IPA version 14. Yeah, it was excellent.
I just missed the release. I just wasn't looking closely enough. I knew it was coming out. I just missed the day it was coming out, and it's just
for Thomas's benefit, I'm drinking Forged Irish Stout,
and I'm on the dregs of this. Last couple of sips of that,
and I've got a bottle of which I was gonna review it, but I'm not one of the people who likes to just leave you holding the baby.
Yeah.
So I'll fuck off for 5 minutes and I'll be back in a bit. Yeah, I've got a bottle of Hofbrau Dunkel. Just getting all these. As you will see, I've got loads of them lined up now. To release. I've got a load of German stuff, but they're not time sensitive. You can just chuck that out.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, they're available all the time, aren't they?
Yeah, actually, that does remind me. I mean, I know Craig's having a little bit of time out at the moment from all these shenanigans, but I had a reminder today that I don't know what I was looking for. Anyway, but that Oktoberfest is coming soon.
All of the all the breweries are starting to release bits and bats, and there
was I think that was it. I noticed on maybe Trembling Madness had it. And then I wonder what if beer merchants have got other stuff, because they'll be bringing this over. But there was a Flotsinger fest beer. I'm like, ooh,
okay, yeah.
Ooh. I know it's not Oktoberfest, but
no, yeah.
But yeah, hopefully Craig will be kind of in a good frame of mind, and he'll want to do our annual Oktoberfest.
I wonder if we should chuck in maybe some like British brewery ones as well as some German ones. Give it a bit of a different slant. Yeah,
I think I might. Didn't I have one last year on the stream? Maybe I did like a track one.
Yeah, you might have done. Yeah,
I think I did.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it was track and Lost and Grounded. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wonder if try and get like the same couple or something like that.
Yeah, what had appeared recently? Let's have a look.
I know Duration do one every year.
Oh,
There's a few of breweries that do one.
Beer merchants had a slightly more interesting range of Oktoberfest stuff. Excuse me. Beers just had like the bad ones, and I couldn't figure out which we'd had. I think we'd had all these. Polana, Hofbrau, Spartan. We've definitely had that.
Yeah.
Löwenbrau. That's maybe terrible. So I'm not like fussed about that. Little Leeds, I think, had a few in as well. Oh yeah, so yeah, it was Flotsinger. I'm sure they were a fest beer from them. I like Flotsinger. Oh, lost it now. Yeah, it's kind of getting some kind of some British ones might be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember which we've not done. Have we done all the main ones then?
We've done the 6, haven't we? Because we did Augustina. We did Augustina last year. Yeah.
Thingy now. Hackett-Shaw. Have we done Hackett-Shaw?
Yeah.
We did Augustina last year. We did Spartan previously. Done Hofbrau. We did Ienga, I remember, because that was an actual Märzen, wasn't it? That one.
Yeah.
That wasn't a fest beer. We haven't done. I'd always say Lowenbrau, but it's Löwenbrau, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to improve myself. So we could chuck that in because it's probably awful. I know Craig's done all of them. Anything that's been even slightly kind of Oktoberfest-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a few minutes. I was going to say. Also, Bowman says that track fest beer was great. Yes, yeah, I'm sure that because it had like a blue, like squiggly thing on it. But hopefully Craig will be back in the game for a bit of Oktoberfest shenanigans. It wouldn't be Oktoberfest without Craig in his hat.
No, exactly, yeah.
But anyway, hope he's got to look after himself. That's the important thing, though. But evening both saw the Cloudwater Double IPA last week in Whitley Bay, regretting not buying it. Well, yes, you should. And it's a nice little shop, is that one in Whitley Bay? It's there's this pavilion, Spanish Gardens or something. Or maybe it's Whitley Bay Pavilion. It's just off the beach. It's like an old, probably Victorian building with a dome and stuff on it. And I think they do gigs in there and stuff. And but it's on the front. It's got some shops. It's got a beer shop. It's got a bit of a gift shop, some local artistry. But it's got a little craft bar as well and a couple of restaurants and stuff. It's quite a nice little spot just off the beach. But yeah, so that's where I know where Greg was. Henry Rollins was doing a gig up there as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was doing his spoken word show up in Whitley Bay at the thing. Like, oh, what a wonderful place to go and see him.
Yeah.
But as it turned out, I was actually in London the night when he was doing a gig, his show in London. And I just don't think Becky had been interested in 2 hours of some fella she doesn't know talking about stuff she doesn't understand about.
Yeah.
A bit mean.
Yeah.
Do you not know about kind of 1982 onwards punk rock? But as it turned out, the chap who was serving behind the counter at Pressure Drop was wearing a Black Flag t-shirt. I'm like, do you know Henry Rollins is playing tonight in London? He's like, I know, but I'm working. I'm like, yeah. Anyway, just a coinkydink. So someone's saying, right, lads, going to enjoy a wee dram of Big Pete. I've always said that's quite a nice label and a bit cartoony thing. And going to have a big wank and have fun stream. Yes, it's not going to be anything crazy, Thomas. I think that's why we've got more viewers because nobody's on. It's just me and you.
Yeah. No one else is streaming.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not one for whiskey. It's the last thing I'd want before bedtime.
Oh yeah, the reflux.
Yeah,
the reflux. Yeah,
the warmth.
I actually, yeah, I like
gut.
I like most alcoholic drinks. I just don't allow myself to have much of them because I just think I've got on a bit of an addictive personality. So it's just like it's another thing to just get involved in. Because I really like wine. I really appreciate wine. I really like whiskey. I love tequila. I want to become like the Bert Kreischer of beer tube.
But that's it. Yeah, I had a mate who started getting into whiskey, and then he was working in a beer shop, and then he started getting into whiskey, and he started buying a lot of fucking whiskies. He works so north these days. They're kind of their little side project, which I don't think is really taken off, called Field Recordings. Well, it hasn't taken off. But anyway, Will works there, and I remember him just like, all you do is work in a beer shop. How can you be affording all these fucking whiskies? Anyway, so yeah, that's something you don't want to get into. So that's an expensive business, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you want to get the good shit.
I suppose they last a while, don't they? A bottle, though. Well, it depends how fast you drink it, but they should in theory last a while.
Can't. I've tried. I quite like smelling it.
Mm-hmm.
Always enjoyed. What's he called? This fellow in Isle of Man. Is he called Ralphie? Ralphie's.
Oh yeah.
Whiskey. Good evening, multi machinations or whatever. He always had a different thing.
Yeah.
But I quite enjoyed him, and I enjoyed what he said, and I think that had an appeal.
Mm-hmm.
How he talked about it really, but then I remember trying to drink him and just being like, oh Jesus Christ, like. Oh yeah, it was lovely. And then you take a sip, like, it's fire water. Why do people do this to themselves? Why do we all? What this happens? Why does I don't know.
Well, don't watch it then.
Yeah, go away.
Yeah. Is this an alcoholic stream?
But you've got a Zelda thingy, but so we can talk about Zelda if you want for a while. Mm-hmm. I can happily speak for hours on Zelda, so I can know about that. But I'm not talking about it right now, so fuck off. If you want to get into it, if you want to lose your fucking life, get playing Zelda on the Switch.
Yeah. I've got it on. I've got it on the Switch. It is bloody good. Yeah.
You got Tears of the Kingdom?
No.
Oh, it's good.
Is it good?
Still on Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. I've just got Breath of the Wild.
You finished it though.
I haven't actually completed it.
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
You need a 7-year-old boy to do it for you.
Oh, really? Well, yeah. I got a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. Maybe they.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Maybe they can take it over for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My son's enjoying watching me play because I've never really got into the series Assassin's Creed, and I'm playing like the Greek one. I can't remember what it's called. Odyssey.
I think the first or second one.
Yeah. This one's a pretty recent one, but it's a huge map. It's crazy. But he likes watching it. He likes watching me play it. Mm. And I was fighting this fucking legendary wild boar. And it's this massive pig that just like tries to take, and it scared the absolute living shit out of him. He was like behind the sofa. I was like, no, I'll just pause it. We just fit it. I'll just do it later. I'll do it later.
Got to be careful with Zelda then.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that might be
Ganondorf.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Climbing to Ganon at the end.
Yeah, might be a bit more cartoony. Might be okay with it. Whereas this was like realistic.
Hey, I've won over the person who just randomly come on our stream. Hey, see, adaptable people, me and Jake.
Yeah,
we're multifaceted. Not only are we drinking,
it's not just beer.
Not just beer. No, it's not. Is it? It's not.
No,
it's not just beer. We can talk about any old shite.
We're Renaissance men.
Well, quite. That brings me on something in a minute. Which I found load of Bronson stuff which I didn't know about, which have been wonderful bits of the. Oh, I found wonderful Action Bronson half an hour in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got him onto. I think he was getting a bit bored today, and I thought, do you know what? That's it. I've got this wrestling game, and it's launched this new bit of it. It's meant to be a bit like Fortnite, and I'm like, I've never played Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was enjoying this like new online player thing from this wrestling game that I bought, and I thought, oh, do you know, Fortnite's probably a lot better than this. So I got him on that, and he's fucking shit hot at it. He's like won an entire game on it live. Like, I'm crap at first person shooters.
Yeah, same here. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, I know the buttons. I know how to play it. I don't understand how fucking people are better. Like, what different buttons are you pressing? It's just reflexes. So yeah, but like my nephews are like 14, and like they all like cane me at that, and I'm like, put FIFA on, so I can get boost my ego again.
I've not played it forever. FIFA, because it's maybe shit on the Switch.
Oh, is it? Yeah, no, I don't reckon it's good on the Switch.
Yeah,
I play on the Xbox
really cheap at the moment for about £8, but it's maybe dog shit.
Yeah.
But you see it on like PS, whatever it is these days, and it looks fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like real. It looks like telly, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But I've got really bad memories of playing FIFA online and getting really upset playing against dickheads.
Yeah,
and being like, who were like mouthing off on headset and stuff. I'll take my headset off and go, right, I'm going to beat this cunt.
Yeah, you go like 4-0 up and they just quit. But the same as someone's beat me 4-0, I quit as well. So it's just how it goes.
Scum.
Yeah, subhuman scum.
Hey, we've got a Rory Lee. How you doing, Rory Lee?
Oh, I saw about Bray Wyatt today. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really sad.
Crazy, isn't it?
Like the other day with Terry Funk, and I'm like, oh shit. But he was an old man. But yeah, 36.
For some reason I thought Bray Wyatt was older than that, but I think he just looked a bit older, probably.
Yeah, it's hairy.
Yeah, big hairy guy. But I saw that this morning because I think he was off with complications from COVID or something. That's what the newspaper said.
Nothing was reported until last night. There was talk that there was something that was keeping him off, that a career threatening and life threatening kind of illness. But then it was talk that he'd kind of come round and he was on the bend, and then just all of a sudden, awful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's out of nowhere.
Yeah, awful. But yeah, I played Atomic Heart, maybe a game of the year. Oh no, I've never heard of it. Atomic Heart. No, I'll find out about that. It's my lad's birthday soon, so I need to get him somewhere. I'm going to get probably Pikmin 4. I was looking at Atomic Heart. Depending on what kind of game it is. Or maybe a bit violent. Oh, it's on Steam now. I'm Switch only, I'm afraid. I've got a 7-year-old, soon to be 8-year-old. I just play what I buy for him. Yeah, pretty maybe cooking alcohol at home. Well, that sounds silly. Only put a pig on my pie. Yeah, but it's been sat there forever, Lee. It upsets me that even exists there. It's just so unsuitable. It's like have that Brew York kind of like beer. That's
is that Noah? Or is
it?
Yeah, or Aeon or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's been in Morrison's and nobody buys it apart from Lee, apparently. 4 for the price of 3. I paid that in a bottle shop a few years ago. Yeah. It was virtually the same price as so bottle shop. So I was like, no. I think it was a silly move. That's supermarkets. That's big business. I mean, they kind of like fucking step in, ruin shit, and then fuck off. So, seems like it's the how they kind of operate. They kind of like leech it for everything that it's got, and then it's like, oh yeah, we're not interested in that shit anymore. Anyway, you can devalued any kind of subculture that might have existed around this product and will just piss off now.
Yeah.
Just devalue stuff, but fuck supermarkets. And it says drinking supermarket shit.
Yes.
I'm all about views. So
celebrity endorsed.
Yeah. It's not. It doesn't say it on the can though. If you didn't know, you don't know. You don't know.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
No.
So what? So who actually brews it? Who actually brews?
I don't know. He bought, because he sold his whiskey company for fucking loads, double 12, and then he bought a Porthouse brewery. I know he bought that. This is probably not brought by Porthouse. I can't read it. Text is too small. Yeah, it's fucking tiny. Look how tiny that is. So I had no idea who brews it. Probably some big faceless kind of contract brewery. Oh no, it's got a little signature. If you didn't know, what a terrible signature. Could have had a bit more of a fucking effort. Jean-Claude Van Damme and C. JVD, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, if you wouldn't know if you didn't know. So, but yeah, I'm just doing it for the views. Just trying to claw back any fucking level of viewership that I can.
Did you do a dubious Conor McGregor impression?
I didn't do anything. I even talked about that I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah.
Because it'd be a poor move.
Yeah.
For everyone involved.
Yeah.
But yes, I am gonna. We'll go and grab that other beer in a bit before we get onto Action Bros and talk, because I've got a lot to say. Are you up to date?
No, I don't think I am. No, not his YouTube channel.
I think I unsubscribed after it was shit.
Oh, when it was all about him going to the gym and that. Yeah.
Good on him. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I can't remember the last one I watched.
And then he just didn't do it for ages. But he's done loads in the last 3-4 months.
I've seen him pop up. I just haven't watched. I might have watched a couple here and there, but I need to watch the rest.
We're back to the good days.
Yeah. Oh, good.
He hasn't got the crew anymore. He's got a couple of guys who's been on with him. But it's usually just one other person if there is someone. And the person who's occurred more often is the guy he collaborated on olive oil with.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
but he seems all right. But it's not that kind of cast of characters anymore. It's just
there's no body in there, or the alchemist.
No, body can fucking do.
Yeah,
I mean, I like Mayhem and Al.
Yeah. Mayhem was always the one.
But as it's, I will say this while I've just got a little bit left. I saw an interview with him. I have to figure out what it was like 25 minutes. It's good. It really kind of it's quite a serious interview. They really kind of drill into it all. I think this guy's got a really good understanding of kind of what he is and what he does and where his appeal lies. And I've never really thought about it. And when they introduce the little VT at the start, and it says it mentions that he's got a way with words. I'm like, you know what? I mean, it talks about he's got a natural charisma. He's got a way with words. I'm like, that's it, isn't it? That's why he's really charismatic, and he does, and he has got a way with words. And there was something I was watching the other day. I don't know if it was that actually. Yeah, I think it was that. He was saying that he sometimes he finds himself getting a bit kind of lost, searching for words. And chap interview is just this. He's just getting older. He's middle age, and he's like, yeah, I'm fighting that best I can. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. That's why, because he's got, even though the words kind of don't seem right a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And that's part of the appeal, I guess.
He's got a confidence as well, hasn't he? He's got a confidence about what he's saying. Yeah,
absolute confidence.
Yeah,
which is wonderful. But
well, because I saw a comment on that Tiny Desk concert that was on there, and the comment was like, it sounds like he's saying the words for the first time. It's not like, it sounds like he was coming up with it on the spot rather than them being his songs, which was, I think, is a good trait, isn't it? It's sort of,
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out either.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe that's I don't know if that's his most recent record. I've listened to albums. I've listened White Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, one after that was what was one after that? Music for Dolphins, which is the most recent one out of those two, because there is a more recent one, which I've not heard. Which is so he's got a band now. That was the big thing on the interview and on that Tiny Desk concert. He's got a band now. He's not using a DJ.
No, and they were a good band.
Yeah,
musically they were unreal, really.
yeah, good. They're all cool as fuck as well.
Yeah. And a right mix of people as well.
Oh, there's like this jam at the end. I'm not into that shit. I'm not into musicianship. I am not interested in all the kind of wanking.
No.
It's just not interested. If it doesn't have a bit of fucking substance, a bit of soul, a bit of integrity, I'm just not interested. But it was really kind of like, come on, it was fucking good. He finished on Baby Blue, which is like, it's kind of his big hit.
Yeah.
If that could be a thing. Action Bronson having a big hit. And they're just like a bit of jam at the end. I'm like, yeah, it's just fucking ace this. And he was loving it.
And he's like kneeling on the floor and stuff like that when they're doing like saxophone solos and stuff.
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah,
I have to play. I'll probably get fucking copyright, but don't matter really.
Because one of the songs he messes up the start and is like, fucking stop. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it properly. And he just completely stops it and like starts it again. It was good.
I'll have to play it in a bit. But anyway, I am gonna go as far as kitchen and get my
I'll grab one when you're
Hofbrau Dunkel.
Rob's going for a piss there. But I'm on the last sips of this, and then I don't know what I'm going to get next. Maybe a dark beer, if Rob's going on to a Dunkel.
I actually have two other beers in the fridge. I have a bottle of Budvar Dark, which when I did my review was not good, and a kind of Stiegel Raspberry Radler. Have you had that?
Oh, I've had the raspberry. I might have had the raspberry one. Yeah.
I've left my fucking glass over there. Yeah, I thought once again it was like, oh, get some views on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you need to get yours, is your beer just like behind you though?
No.
All right. Oh, usually you just like reach over.
No. Yeah, no. Mine's in the kitchen, in the Frigidaire.
Go for it. Then whilst Jake's doing that, I'm gonna do my searching on YouTube. You can just go make a cup of tea. Not really. Joking. Comments, questions, bring it on. We're here for whatever. Link MP. I'm not ignoring you, but yeah, you're kind of off subject a little bit, but I mean that's okay. I'm just going to reply to you. You're from British Empire. No, I don't think that really exists anymore. I'm from England, yes. Barbie film, no. I'm a 46-year-old man. I don't want to get put on a register. Oppenheimer film, yes, I have seen that. It's good. Bit long, bit disjointed. Good to see you two again. Yeah, you too, Rory. It has been a long time, buddy. You look like you've been eating some good stuff around Bristol. I have been keeping tabs on your whereabouts. All right, Jagman, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, you look fine. Your British accents. We've got very specific British accents. Jake is from Norfolk. He's from Suffolk. And I'm from Yorkshire, so we're from very different parts of the country, but we're very strong accents. So, but yes. Roy says I went to Bristol. Not going to do that. Last week, and we had some lovely ales in a small bar. Parade was one, and lovely Imperial Stout from Finback, to name a few. Cool. Good on you, mate.
Yeah, some big ales and small bar.
Hey. I didn't even get to it. You were too quick. Action Bronson. Oh yes, sir. There's loads of good stuff. Actually, I'll put channel on, sir. So I can do the screen shares. Everybody, this is, if you don't know who Action Bronson is, just do yourself a favour. Get involved in a bit of Bronson. He's a modern day Renaissance man. This is why it came up.
I think Rory's a Fuck That's Delicious fan.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of new stuff. So he's been doing two things. So there's essentially Fuck That's Delicious. So yeah, so that 4 days ago. So we've got Moochie Donuts, scallion pancakes, and more. Oh, that is that was his, like, he does these like ones what are like in the studio, which I think which were these. Maybe he's changed the branding. He's not doing it anymore. So anyway, so that's my Fuck That's Delicious. So natural wine and fine dining in NYC. French bread pizza with Babish and Alamein Sterling, who's a smash nice, I think. So that's like more of a kitchen-based thing. I think this is the area that what culinary richness awaits action in Astoria, Queens. If you're in New York, you don't need to fucking go anywhere else to see.
Yeah.
Another one, gourmet hot dogs.
A blank canvas for self-expression.
Yeah.
That's great.
Little Italy food tour with Action Bronson. I mean, yeah, mate. I'm telling you got some gems to look forward to.
He's getting some pretty decent views on that as well, isn't he? It's not like his sort of the 50,000 view mark, is it? It's getting some decent viewership.
Exactly. Thai food, like you've never tasted before. That's like what's this? Authentic NYC bagels, burgers, and cookies. Marks off Madison. What's this? I've not even watched that one, have I? Wagyu Gordita Crunch. She does me head in a little bit. She's Munchie's woman, isn't she? I forgot her name.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know. I'm not a fan. NYC's best kept secrets pizzas. I've not got through all this yet. This is like a bit of it's good actually. So this, if you've watched the Little Desk concert, this is a bit of a behind the scenes of doing early dates with, like, starting doing. He did 6 dates, I think, in a row in New York. With his new band, which is called Action Bronson presents Dr. Baklava and Human Growth Hormone. That's his band called Human Growth Hormone. But yeah, you can get knockoff T-shirts on, like, it's not Redbubble, but it's an equivalent of this poster. But they've made some merch, and I really like it, but you can't buy it. Egg, cheese, and what? He does some crazy shit. He gets oxtail out. I think that's a new tattoo on top of his head.
That is, yeah.
I bet that was painful.
Right on the skull.
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
NYC's under. Oh, that's beautiful. Secrets under the 7th train. Best burger NYC. So you've probably not seen any of these in the studio.
I haven't watched them for the last couple of months.
In the studio.
I think the last one I watched was that Alchemist one.
That was a good one. That I watched.
But I might not watch ones before. I just saw Alchemist in the thumbnail.
Yeah. Oh, see, you've got some absolute delights to.
Yeah, I've got to catch up on that.
Watch. Yeah, I just found him the other night, and essentially all I've watched the little bit of time I do have in an evening for the last couple of weeks. When I've been on my own, I've watched just Bronson essentially. Yeah. That's it. Second bronze tiny desk. I just want to get the jam.
I've just cracked open a double gatekeeper from Buxton. Export
Double
porter.
gatekeeper.
8.2. It's a big boy.
Oh, there it is. Shows it again. Oh yeah. This is the porter.
Yeah.
I think I've had the regular gatekeeper. Oh yeah. What about the keymaster? Have you got that?
No.
Right, so let's see if I can get.
So many women want to call me baby, and you wonder why the fuck I haven't called
you lately.
Some would say that I'm the symbol for sex. Others would hate, but I don't give them no breath. Go on a date, I'm at the crib with the chef, and that's me. And she could order whatever. The specialty is white snake and underwear sauce. We'll probably catch me somewhere where it's sunny next.
I love that.
Because I'm popular. Getting tapped off in the front row of the opera. As Bocelli sings my celly rings. I gotta go, you'll never know how good it feels to lay in bed with me. Man, I'm not exactly
did you notice he sends himself up like one time during the chorus?
Yeah.
Well, like, why?
Yeah.
Get away.
Why you gotta do me like that?
And I like that he was, before he started this, he was nervous to sing, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the only time he said bitch.
Yeah.
The rest of the time he was like,
Tell him. Let me know why.
Yeah, he was really.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna have to get to the when did Action Bronze ever? It's a rare moment where he's going to be a bit bashful.
Yeah. And he did like, it was like the edibles were about to kick in.
Yeah.
Why you always all on my back? Oh. And why you gotta make me shy? Oh. And why you gotta act like when I'm with you?
Yeah, that's him. Well, actually, I think we're nearly there.
I like it as wearing the guy from Snatch on his shirt as well.
Oh yeah.
Courtney
Yeah.
I loved him on. Mando Iannucci show.
Oh yeah.
When he just like Courtney nut job or something. In any case, he'd like send it around. Like he had like if you had your washing machine and broken down. Fucking come and have a word with you. You fucking idiot. My favourite one, I'll find that in a bit. It's wonderful. We've got like 7 minutes. Oh no, it's only about a minute now.
There's something sexy about the saxophone. That was good. I need to rewatch that again.
Yeah. This is fun. I've seen it for a while. Remember? Got me a new bottle. Becky brought me back from Mallorca. It's broken first time I use it. It sits outside of my fridge, which is useful because I can never find a bottle. I'm on Hofbrau Dunkel. Dunkel. Sorry. No, that sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I'm trying to imitate Blind Man. Wonderful. Is it Harry? No, it's too witty. Anyway, thanks for joining. Thanks for participating. No. What was it I was saying? Oh, the fucking thingy bob on it. That's what I was finding.
I do like Rory's comment about us thinking he looks like someone, because I've always thought he looked like Mayhem.
He does look a bit like Al.
He does look like Alchemist. Yeah, he does. He's got that same features.
Armando. I can't remember spelling. Armando Nucci. Glad you're not getting to see this. Cockney Thug. That's what I forgot. What's the actor's name?
I can't remember his name. He's in so many of those films, though. Those sort of typical. Yeah.
Oh, this is it. It's absolutely wonderful. It's only a minute and a half.
It's great in Snatch, though. No thanks, Turkish. I'm sweet enough.
I do love this one.
Hello.
Hello, I'm from the Sunday Observer. I gather you bought today's copy.
Yes, I take the Observer.
I'm not interested what you fucking take, love. I just read it.
Yes, I read it this morning.
Well, let's have a look then, shall we? Hey?
What are you doing?
What's all that? Oh, look. It's the business section. Looking distinctly unread.
Oh, I don't business section.
Well, perhaps you fucking should.
What's going on?
You haven't read any of them, have you?
I mean, I've read most of them.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's have a little exam then, shall we? Sit down. Tell me, what did it say in today's paper is the best region of Italy? Tuscany.
Oh.
Why?
I don't know.
Because of the fucking food.
Okay.
What does Susanna Clapp say about Simon Russell Beale's Hamlet?
Well, I don't know, but I have actually seen that production.
I don't fucking care if you've seen the arse wiping play. I want to know what Susanna Clapp has written about it.
I don't know.
She says Beale makes every line sing and every line his own. What does she say?
He makes every line sing and every line his own.
Good, good. Have you read what Germaine Greer has got to say about the art of delegation?
No.
Well, you fucking should, you soppy tart. Sunday is the day for getting your arms hooked out if you don't read every section of that Sunday Observer. Because if you don't, babe, I'm going to be watching you. And I don't care where you go, you can back off to Tibet. And I shall have men, nutters from Parkhurst, dressed in Yeti suits, up there with meat cleavers, ready to chop your tarty fucking legs off. You know what I'm saying here? Right. There's the business section. There's a very interesting article about the NASDAQ. Read it.
I love that bit. I love a bunch of fellas, nutters from Parker, up Everest in costumes, chopping your fucking tarty legs. It is wonderful. But yeah. It's a much forgotten series, the Armando Nucci show. Bit where he goes to see a house and it's all made of paper. And all the kitchen's just made of paper. Not real, this. Like, what are you doing? But no, it's good. But yeah, so I'm now on a Brodunkel.
This is
What did you get again? Sorry.
the Gatekeeper double gatekeeper from boxing. It's bloody good actually. It's a lot better than the stuff that I had when I was actually at the tap room. The tap room was a bit sort of like what you're saying about like Beavertown. Really, it was all very safe session beer stuff.
Oh, so just quickly, I just want to... Yes, Caleb, that is who teamed up with Hook, was Bronson. I watched it again. He did. Did you at the time? Did I tell you he did a bit of wrestling?
Really?
Bronson. Yeah. Yeah. I'll get it out in a minute. May as well get copyrights. I love it, shop. So there's a guy from the 90s, a guy called Taz, and his son has started wrestling. He's a bit cool. He's from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn. Is Taz, and so his son Hook. So he comes out to one of Bronson's songs.
Oh, really?
For Chairman of the Board, which is a banging song. I didn't know it before Hook started coming out to it. It's fantastic. So, but obviously Bronson's big time into wrestling, so he did a bit. So he did a bit of wrestling.
Did he? No way.
Yeah. I'll find this for you now. No, he did all right. He got a bit excited.
Yeah, because he's a competitive guy as well, isn't he? So you think he's gonna he doesn't do things by half.
Though, isn't he, as well?
Yeah. I remember that episode of Fuck That's Delicious where he was playing like handball or whatever that like thing is. Like it's like playing squash but with his fucking hand. Like I'll
have to pause that before I start. I don't want to miss the. See, I think there's like 7 minutes. We can just chat over it and blah blah blah. Can't we? But so you can see the intro because I think he wraps him on the way to the ring.
So was he is in AEW or was he?
Yeah. We're in Wembley this weekend.
Was it?
Sell out Wembley, over 80,000 people coming up this weekend, this Sunday. So this is Bronson's music where he comes out to.
Does he look like Taz? Does his son look like him?
No, he's really handsome.
Oh,
he's got the handsome devil.
Yeah. That's Taz's son.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You know Taz though?
Yeah.
That's his son.
Got a little shine, but not like this. Time crumble when the jet black M5 rumble. All from what I did last summer. But everybody forget till I'm back up on the set. And every jump shot wet. Same outfit every day.
I mean, action looks more like Taz than that.
Yeah.
Than that kid.
Taz is one of the commentators these days.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
You're looking at some art, boo. Wow.
I think he might be commentating on this.
2 punch from the inhaler got me feeling like Lawrence Taylor. 2 kisses on the cheek for the tailor. I got the soul of an Amazon healer. Better be sure to put them cameras on. Turn dreams into real. Yeah, I might be sick. Sitting courtside, I might be lit. Draw blood, but I'm already made. A little man to smile.
The elbow pads.
He's getting that lamped up.
Action Bronson all fired up. Yeah. Taz joining us here on the call for this match. And Taz, I understand that you were responsible for training not 1, but 2 individuals in this match.
Yes, I cannot take credit for the Jericho Appreciation Society, but here we go. Yeah, I'm proud to say, oh, look at that one, Taz. You teach him how to take a kick to the head. Well, he ate the kick.
Hook maintaining control of the wrist of Angelo Parker. Now the reversal, swing and a miss. Hook avoiding contact. Now the hip toss. Hook lands on his feet. Nice
agility there for Hook.
Drop step. The gut wrench.
El Camino right there. We're right back to wrestling. I got to tell you, though, Angelo Parker.
So is he his tag partner?
Just for this, yeah. Because he obviously is both of the fans.
Yeah,
that's correct.
And he
never had a match. I'm
confident
in the man.
Music.
Hook's all business, as is Bronson.
Chris, to your point.
One of like Hook's things is he just he never speaks.
All right.
He eats like bags of crisps. Just like stands there looking cool.
Yeah.
In a big bag of fucking crisps.
Look at this. Flushing zone right here. Right down
Here's
the road.
Bronson. Bronsolino. Bam Bam Baklava.
He's going to give him a little
Bronson.
He's a big man, I'll tell you that right now.
Shoulder tackle, neither man giving ground.
Come on, Daddy Magic, knock him down. The big man move.
Oh, wow. Tremendous quickness by Action Bronson.
He's like a truck.
He's got a good first step. You can tell he's played some football somewhere along
He
the
has.
line.
Swish, come on, boys. Played at Bayside High School. That's in Queens, for those who are counting.
Bronson in control. Daddy Magic sends him face first with the top turnbuckle pad. Makes the
Yeah,
tag out to Hook.
he gets a bit
with some new gear
fucking
design
too
in
amped up at times.
collaboration with
Really?
Austin
Yeah.
Babbitt, artist known as Ass Pizza. Nice Northern Light suplex transitions.
I think
Bow and arrow
Hook
right
is
there. Freestyle bow and arrow.
was a
And-
lacrosse
and
player.
Parker
That
there to
was
break
his,
it up.
That's a freestyle kick to the back of the head, Taz. It was well done, Jericho, for sure. He's men of veteran.
he's quite young lad.
This
He's
guy's on the
like-
show.
I'd be like 21 or
Once
something.
again,
Yeah.
anytime Hook's at a disadvantage, he always comes out on top.
good.
This is a
He's good. He's very
contest for him against
charismatic.
my boys here. Right now, this is a problem for sure. Oh, nice.
Running knee strike.
Stay down, Hook.
Two.
Oh,
No.
we need a bit more Bronson.
Handsome fellow might not be handsome after that. Can you imagine if Hook loses his first match here tonight against
That's
my
it, the
guys?
cold-hearted
Taz,
handsome
lose your
devil.
mind. Would lose
We'll
my
call
mind.
him.
But again, nothing but respect for Daddy Magic.
Everybody's behind Bronson.
Cool
Yeah.
hand edge.
You hear this fantastic crowd on hand for Rampage Grand Slam. They want to see Action Bronson.
Action
He's
Bronson
gonna-
has over 2 million listeners per month on Spotify. He ain't no joke in his field, but he's in our world now. He's in
He
the
is.
Jericho Appreciation Society's world.
Action Bronson. He was nominated as. Oh wait, cover here.
You
Two count.
got to hook that leg, get him neutralized it somehow, some way.
That tattoo is going to be painful on the top of your fucking
Yeah, I know.
Especially
Right
if you
on
went
the
here with someone with the mad
cranium.
experience, grappling experience of Hook, even though he's 23 years old.
Action Bronson was nominated
That's
as
23
Hip-Hop
is
Rookie of the Year in the BET Awards. A victory over Menard and Parker here tonight. He could be nominated as the Wrestling Rookie of the Year.
That ain't gonna happen, Excalibur. Pop that shoulder up, pop it up.
1, 2, no.
Hook is getting challenged.
He
As
is.
we have not seen him challenged thus far in his short.
getting the heat on the babyface. The big comeback.
Being taught a lesson, JR. He's in the big leagues now with the Jericho Appreciation Society.
We still have a lot of action here on this special 2-hour presentation of
The
Rampage
drama.
Grand
It's really
Slam.
good.
That might be the opportunity there. Hook's got to try to get
The
Bronson
fever
in this
pitch
thing.
from Bronson
Not happening.
finally gets the big
Great
tag.
heads up teamwork by the
Hold
Jericho
on here.
Appreciation
I
Society
watched
side.
this like yesterday or
Pop
something.
his
Yeah.
head
Not
off,
the full
big
match,
cool
just
head
the end.
edge.
So I
Something's
remember
gonna pop. It's gonna
what
be
happened.
hips.
Oh,
Well, nice segue, Taz. You called that one.
Hook though. He's in a lot of trouble.
Tag him.
Oh, here we go. Used to see it, but the tag made it. Bronson.
Oh no!
Fans
Wow.
wanted this tag.
He loves that shoulder tackle. It's effective. Why not? Bringing that clothesline too.
Now Bronson the scoop.
Come on, big man.
Ah,
Come on now.
Oh, yeah.
Like Daddy Magic.
God, that guy must be
And
like
Action
shitting it.
Bronson with the Flushing Queen
Oh.
Stampede.
strong as a fucking
Yeah.
bull, man.
It did look like an Oklahoma Stampede to me, but what do I know?
Look nothing like an Oklahoma Stampede.
Dollar
watch
whip
out
into
here.
the ropes. Bronson breaks through.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow, I was too excited.
Pounce. That was like a rhino in there.
I'm going to go under it.
I think Cool Hand
Cloud
tried
through
to
it.
Daddy Magic's gonna.
He knows he fucked up.
Hook. Oh, lariat. Cool Hand was trying to escape to the floor, but instead Hook. So release Fisherman suplex.
Come on, guys, get it together. Momentum's shifting. Oh!
And a miss. Red Rob very nearly locked in. Cool Hand has tasted this before. And wait. Red Rob by Bronson. Come on.
Look at the pop.
Get the legs in, boys. Use your
Get
own
those legs
move.
in. They sit back. Hook.
Synchronized tapping out.
Yeah.
Come on.
The FTW champion, Hook and Action.
I bet he fucking loves that.
Yeah.
Hook stays undefeated.
They should have been disqualified. You can't put two guys in the same submission, have them tap out at the same time. That's not the rule book. Double red rums.
I don't know. I'd rather watch that than Logan Paul.
You what?
I'd rather watch him than Logan Paul.
Oh, yeah. Logan Paul's actually really good.
No, I know. Yeah,
But,
I saw some of the things with
yeah,
Ricochet where he like
he is a
flies
bell
through
end.
the air. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there you go. There's Bronson
There we go.
wrestling.
What can't he do? What can't he do?
What can I do exactly? Do it all. Can't paint very well, even though he thinks he can.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was on the interview. He was talking about his paintings. But yeah, there you go. That all came from Caleb. Did he team fuck? Yes, he fucking did. Yeah, I completely forgot about it until yesterday. I'm like, yeah, it's a good one. Hey, Sam, how you doing, mate? I would invite you on, Sam, but I've got that much left.
Yeah, I've got half a drink left.
Yeah. So there you go. Bronson doing a bit of wrestling. Sorry, I had to ban that other guy because it was just too many fucking comments.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can do a timeout thing, but I was like, yeah. Can't
Yeah.
believe I lost viewers while Bronson went on. They're like, that's a good shit, man. Don't listen to us idiots talking. Should be getting on the
Not everyone appreciates the majesty.
It is majestic.
Yeah.
You know? Oh no. Sorry, wrong thing. Yeah. So there you go. How's the old double gatekeeper then?
It's actually really good. It's I was saying that at their tap room they just had nothing on. They had a triple IPA on, which probably was the best thing I had from them in recent times. But the rest was all sort of like 4.5% pale ales, and they were decent. It's all decent, isn't it? But it was just not very exciting. And I always think a tap room is the place you go to showcase your different stuff, and it was just all low ABV pale ales on cask as well. What's that?
Was that at the tap room at the brewery or in town?
No, it was the one in town. Yeah. The brewery only opened. It was gutted. The brewery only opens on like Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But the tap room there looked amazing though. I wanted to go next time we go up. We'll do it. But
no, I've only been to a place in town, and it wasn't great then. And I'm talking about fucking years ago.
Well, I've been sometimes, and they have some really they have a couple of imperial stouts on and whatnot. But this time it was just, I don't know if it's just luck of the draw. But they have a place in the pavilion bit now in the the park that's in Buxton. They're in that little pavilion bit. They have a Buxton bar and takeaway cans and. So we got a pizza there, and I had a beer from them and stuff. And
any good?
Sitting in the pizza was decent. Yeah, decent. It was good. Yeah,
no. I had pizza today. It was decent.
Yeah. All pizza's good, but some pizza's better than better than others.
I do like the idea of having an uni or something like that. Obviously, I can't hear, but I could stick it in Becky's garage. So, but how often would I use it? That's I've made shit up pizza 4 times a year.
Yeah. Well, no, I've never made my own dough or anything like that. Yeah, never done it.
It's piss.
Yeah, I'm just not much of a dough guy. I do want to do it.
It's piss. It really is, and it doesn't take that much work, to be honest. I'd say, all I do, I buy decent flour from M&S, double O flour, guess, and I get yeast from M&S as well because it'd be slightly better. It was just I was buying everything from there, and I've got a pack of yeast. I've only got 1 sachet left now, but you can't buy everywhere. Well, you can get bigger brands from Asda and stuff, but it's always maybe pasta flour, and I'm not sure how good it is. But I think the for supermarket-y stuff, the Sainsbury's stuff were all right. I'd say the M&S is probably my buying best results from it. And all you do, I use do you know Josh Wiseman?
Yeah,
on YouTube.
Yeah. I watch his stuff.
Yeah,
it's good.
He's good. I use his recipe. And it's quite loose. But his process is so fucking flawless.
Well, because that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about
stuff. He's just so kind of fucking It's like blancmange is down. Mine's tough.
Yeah,
mine's fucking.
That is one of the things I appreciate most about him is most YouTube but most YouTube food people. It's always about shortcuts and you can use this, but he's like, no, Fucking do it properly. Yeah, do it properly with the best.
It's long way around, isn't it?
Yeah,
like he made his own American cheese
the
other day.
Yeah, if he makes a burger, he makes his own buns, and if he does a taco, he makes his own tortillas, and
makes everything. Makes his own fucking ketchup.
And
but he made his own American cheese, did he? I think that was quite a pinnacle of his own.
Yeah, I think he did admit though that the actual American cheese was better though, didn't he? I think
he
did,
really? Okay, fair enough.
He says just for the effort and
the effort to make it is
for what the because essentially it's a condiment, isn't it? American cheese. It turns into a cheesy sauce. Yeah.
Anyway, so he was what was I saying? Oh yeah,
pizza dough.
So I use his recipe, which would be, and I do. I like to do half of it because he does enough for like 5. And I was doing 2. But if you do the full lot, I think it's about. So it's 800 grams. So if you get 1 bag, 1 kilo bag, you've got it all in there. You get a thing of yeast. Then you got salt and water. And he's all about. He says he's really specific about his temperatures on his yeast. When you what's it called? Are you blooming the yeast?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, you can just chuck it in, but you need yeast. You need water you don't want water too hot because then it'll kill the yeast. But you need it warm enough that it'll get it going. So it starts working. Essentially, that's all it is. And then all it is process. And I try and do his, but his dough is always a lot softer than mine. So all you do, so he does that. So you make a rough dough. I don't care how many people are watching now. Doing tutorial about basics of making pizza dough. So yeah. So then you got salt, flour, water, yeast. That's all it is. And then you make a rough dough. Cover it. Leave it for 20 minutes. Come back to it. Give it a bit. He calls it slap and fold. Slap and fold, like those little things that he pops in.
Yeah,
and if you don't keep with the temperatures on his water, is like if you don't keep exact temperatures, Papa no kiss.
Papa no kiss.
And anyway, so slap and fold. So that's essentially you that's your. It's like a loose kneading, really, but I couldn't do that last night because Owen was in bed and I was making it like 9:30 last night. So you normally fucking slap it down at count and that stretches it, but I was manually stretching it.
Gets the glutens going.
So maybe mine had gone a little bit too far in the glutens, but it made very nice, neat pizza anyway today. So you do that, slap and fold. And then that's probably that. I think that's all you do. I think you only do it once, maybe do it twice, can't remember. And then wrap it, put it in a bowl, olive oil, wrap it with a load of fucking cling film, put it in your. This you can do it like in about 6 hours normally, but this is the key to it is, and then just stick it in the fridge overnight so you got a slow proof, and that's where you develop a lot more flavour. In your dough, that's the key to it, and then you come back to it when you maybe about 4 hours from when you're actually going to make your pizza. So it's been sitting in your fridge for a good fucking like 18 hours or something, like slowly proving. It'll prove like a champ. Pop it out, knock it back. So just get all the air out of it. Portion it up into smaller things, and it shows you how to do it. You kind of like fold it in on itself from all corners, and then you just work it into a nice supple ball on the countertop. Put them in something to prove again how many. If you got like his recipes for 5, so you put them in something to prove. Leave it at room temperature until you're ready to go, which is probably like 3-4 hours later. He says, which is pretty much what I did. And then just start making it, and it's good. It's good, and then just crank your fucking oven up to as high as you can get it. My pizza's stone broke. I need a new one because I'm really fucking chancing it at the moment. I get my biggest baking tray, turn it upside down, stick that in, and I put it on. So I've got a flat surface with no edge.
With no edge, yeah.
So I've got nothing to get. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fucking lip to. So I've got a little pizza peel because I'm that kind of guy. So so it's easy. But you make it. But if you make your pizza on the peel, it's easier to pop onto your stone and stuff. But that's all it is. One ball of mozzarella, we got 2 pizzas out of it. Make your own sauce just from a fucking tin of tomatoes and a few bits of extras. It's piece of piss.
Yeah, I need to. I'm just lazy.
You really should do.
Just lazy. Yeah.
And I mean, Owen loved doing it, mate, helping.
Yeah.
Like put his toppings on when he was little. Now he just wants me to do it.
Just do it. Just do it, Dad. Just do it.
Just do it and give me it. Sadly, yes.
The Everton White Horse, who's Little Earth Projects pub, they do great pizza. But it's like sourdough, and it fucking knocks you out. You have that pizza and it just you can't do anything else that day.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's just so it's good, but it's like fucking it puts you to sleep.
I didn't have that today. I did. Yeah, but you don't get. I think I managed a dough bubble once.
It's hard when it's because you need the temperature, don't you? Yeah.
I did set the smoke alarm off just from the heat of the. I think.
Just when you open it up, like
yeah.
Well, normally in kitchens they have heat sensors rather than smoke alarms because obviously smoke sets loads of shit off, doesn't it? But
yeah, so it's the first time I've ever set it off, but yeah, everybody was. I was happy with it. He was happy with it. So I did all right, and working down and finding ways of doing that. I think that can be quite a personal thing. I've tried. And I've with varying degrees of success, like so you to work it over your knuckles, so it stretches over.
Yeah, you don't do any of the spinning.
You need really no, but you can kind of move it around your knuckles,
pull it out,
and it does it. It works all right, but I've ripped dough with that, so it's finding your right way of doing it. One way which works quite nice is if you let it drop, like droop like half of it off of the edge of the counter. So so the weight of the dough itself is stretching it. So you kind of you turn it and it kind of droops and that stretches it. That's okay. Once again, it's a bit risky. And I know people who've got a couple of people who've got pizza businesses. So I've watched them and I just do it with my hands now. So I'll get my dough out and you just kind of work it with your finger ends, moving it around, turning it. And one thing that Salt Beer Factory do, which you've had pizza there, right?
Yeah.
They form their pizzas bases with loads of polenta.
Oh, okay.
Which makes you move. It adds a bit of crunch to it, and it's easiest to move around, and it's easiest to get in and out of the oven. That's a bit of I'll always do that now. It makes it easy to move around, but it also gives you a bit of a crunch as well. So it's not. Yeah, so it's just finding kind of your ways around it. It's worth doing. I love making it. I love the. If it works out, it's like
the process.
Some better
tinker with it for next time. And
well, you can. I don't know how much more I can do apart from get a better oven, better flour, better oven, a bigger bowl for proving.
Yeah, you ever fancy trying making like a skillet pizza? Yeah, cast iron skillet. Yeah.
Years ago, my ex-wife, she's quite a good. She's a decent baker, and we made so she made focaccia and stuff before. So we did a Detroit style pizza, and that turned out really good.
Yeah,
and that's pretty easy. But you've got to once again, you've got to be a bit. It's bacon. You've got to be a bit more fucking about it, and that's not.
Yeah. No, same here. Yeah, no, I like chucking stuff together.
Exactly. I mean, I didn't have any fucking battery on my scale, so I was winging it a little bit last night.
Yeah,
like 9:30 last night. Oh fuck, scale's not. That's a bag. Well, it's a 1 kilo bag, and I used 400 grams last time. I've got 600-ish left now. How much is roughly going to be 400? So
yeah.
that's,
it was about 200
I
left.
eyeballed it.
Yeah.
And it turned out all right. But yeah, I think probably better flour, better a little bit better everything. But as far as just pizza, I think I did an all right job.
Yeah.
Can't complain too much.
No, yeah, I need to do it. Just lazy with dough and that sort of thing.
No, it's not a thing to be lazy over.
No.
I used to quite enjoy making bread. Chap who was our web guy was really into making bread, and while we were in the office together, we were mates. He kind of inspired me a lot as well because he was really good. I haven't made bread for ages, but quite liked doing that at the time. Do a decent job.
Yeah.
Little tin loaf, little bowl, maybe. But nice slash in the top.
Get like a razor.
Yeah, all that kind of business. Yeah. It's all right. Make sure you got a nice sharp knife. Yeah, it's different. And warm bread.
Yeah,
and nice
it's the best, and the smell of it as well. Just the smell of it cooking. Amazing.
Exactly, you can't go wrong.
No.
There you go. So there you go. And two, as Adam says, two men discussing slapping their daily bases. But yeah, so I think we're gonna go to Amity Brewery tomorrow afternoon. We've got fucking train strikes again, in it, so can't do a hell of a lot.
Oh yeah, it is train strikes this week. Yeah, because I was gonna go to Berry Camera Beer Festival this weekend.
Bury St Edmunds.
Yeah.
As in Green King country.
Yeah. Well, because it's a big
St Edmunds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Bury St Edmunds. Yeah, because it's a big one, and I started looking at it, and it's £34, and that only gets you a tenner's worth of beer.
£34 for a fucking camera festival.
Yeah, and that gets you a tenner's worth of beer.
Tenner's worth of beer, so 20-odd quid.
Yeah, and I was like, with the train strikes and getting out train and food, and we'd go other places. I was like, I'm not doing that for a fucking camera festival.
I think my local camera festival was £4.
Yeah, I can't remember ever paying that. I've been to the Berry Beer Festival loads of times.
Yeah.
Been to it loads of times. I haven't been since before COVID, but I've been there loads of times before. Yeah, never. I can't remember ever paying anything like that. It might have been a tenner, maybe. Because it is a big one. It is a large camera festival.
Yeah, but still.
But yeah, so I was like, fuck that. So there's actually a local one, that the Briarbank, which is like a micro brewery near me, they're putting one on. So we're going to go to a few places and then go to that. But yeah, it was like, and then Edwardson White Horse has a hoppy beer festival one this weekend, so we're going to that on Monday. So I've got a few beery excursions this weekend, which will be good.
Nice. I got any plans for Monday yet, but yeah, I'm working Sunday, sadly. But it'll be fucking dead because it's payday next fucking Thursday or something, isn't it?
Yeah,
you got a bank holiday before payday.
Yeah. Well, I get paid on the 20th. I get paid on the 20th, so it's a bit. I have
really?
Right. 20, which makes it even more of a longer month sometimes. But
yeah. Blimey. Yeah. So
I've already run out of money basically before the bill's going out. And
weeks ago, probably.
Yeah.
Last weekend we went to this little kind of shop, stroke bar. In Castleford, it's in like a bit of it's an old mill, and they call Yorkshire beers, Yorkshire ales. I can't remember which. They had a little festival on, like 20 beers on draft, and a bit of live music, bit of covers band. Becky were loving it. With all her favorite songs.
Yeah,
you were like the perfect. It was like her ultimate All they needed was some Guns N' Roses, and
Oh, really?
there were Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
Bon Jovi, all the favourites. She was fucking loving it. But yeah, so that was quite nice. They had like Torpedo on draft, but then they had like Verdon and Stout. What do we have Stout from? Iron Turning Point. Oh, we had Tartarus, Yonder Sour and stuff like that. But yeah. Right, anyway, I'm gonna have to skedaddle. But thanks for joining me, and thanks to everybody who's watching this live and after the fact. But yeah, thanks Jake for joining me. It was nice to talk to a real human being this week.
Well, real enough.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway, nice one. Take care.
Cheers.
See you later.